Welcome to Forecast, Save, and Improve Lives. We can identify those patients today who will be critical tomorrow. The goal is to personalize healthcare in early life. My name is Torsten Waluschek. I'm the CEO of NeoPrediX. I've dedicated the last 25 years of my professional life to bring new and innovative products to market with one single goal, is to make sure that every baby has the best possible start into life. I would like to start with a summary. We are a digital health startup company. We are a spin-off from the University of Basel in Switzerland with subsidiaries in Germany and in the United States. Our solutions integrate seamlessly into hospital electronic medical records. For example, we are an approved third-party provider to Epic. We do have first customers in the United States and in Germany. The market size that we are targeting is predictive AI-based clinical decision support, software as a service. Focusing on the first 1,000 days of life, we are targeting a market of about 140 million newborns a year and 200 million pregnancies per year. So we are talking about a $5 billion market. And the goal is to improve efficiency and productivity of healthcare systems, focusing on the first 1,000 days of life. We are FDA registered, ISO certified, and CE still pending. Everything I will tell you is patented. We have so far raised $9 million, and the ask right now is $7.5 million to close our Series A round, and we are offering a 7 to 8 multiple within 5 years. Something we are very proud of. Since 5 weeks ago, we are a Mayo Clinic Platform Accelerate program participant. A question I would like to ask is how many babies will develop jaundice after leaving the hospital? And the answer is there is just in the United States about 150,000 babies that within 48 hours after initial discharge need to go back to the hospital. This is our first application. And as I mentioned, we are targeting the AI ML healthcare market with a specific focus on the mother and children healthcare market, which globally is a 1.8 trillion market by the year 2030. Yet there are still many health inequities, staff shortages, and especially in neonatal pediatric care, there's a lot of subjective decision making. We offer the opportunity to own the predictive clinical decision support market for maternal and infant care. I talked about our mission already. The applications we are targeting first is neonatal jaundice, when the skin turns yellow right after birth, also referred to as hyperbilirubinemia. We have a tool on the market, which I will show you in a moment. Our ongoing product development, hand in hand with the Mayo Clinic, is pre-eclampsia prediction. And we are also incorporating clinical decision tools focusing on perinatal events, for example, HIE, which is the result of neonatal asphyxia. How does the NeoPrediX solution work? We actually combine, and I really have to read that because some difficult words here, we combine physiological, biological, and pharmacological data, marry this with mathematical expertise, which is a pharmacometrics approach. And based on that, we are really able to forecast the dynamic progression of certain biomarkers in the newborn blood. And our first application is newborn jaundice. On the right-hand side, on the bottom, you see how our standalone system, what it looks like. Based on just 2 or 3 data points, we can forecast the dynamic progression of bilirubin, which is the biomarker for neonatal jaundice, for up to 60 hours into the future. We have accuracy under the curve of 92% and specificity and sensitivity of 95% each. We cover on the platform with the various projects we are working on, the full workflow from early gestational age all the way through 2 weeks old, and we seamlessly integrate into EMR systems. I would also would like to announce what we call a symbiotic partnership with another company called Picturus. Picturus offers a smartphone-based bilirubin assessment. Up until today, bilirubin can only assess within hospitals and clinical systems. with a smartphone-based app, actually midwives, pediatricians, and eventually even parents have the opportunity to measure bilirubin. We will seamlessly integrate these new bilirubin measurements into our hospital-based clinical decision support system, so that now going forward, clinicians based in the hospital have the opportunity to really follow the child when it's discharged and can alert parents when they need to come back, if they need to come back into the clinic. I mentioned everything is IP protected, and we published a prospective clinical trial in the Frontiers magazine in 2022 already. Where are we today? It's a software as a service, cloud-based system. Everything's hosted on HIPAA-compliant servers in the United States. We established our commercial footprint in the United States and are now expanding our market offering beyond the United States and also developing additional tools. Here's our sales forecast. This year, we will develop or drive our commercial traction, and over the next 5 years, really accelerate the platform, which is mostly driven by 3 applications, but please take this as a platform approach. We have deep roots into academia, in pharmacometrics, biology, and medical engineering, but also we have a strong team in commercialization and software engineering. The 2 founders of the company, Professor Mark Pfister is the head of the Department of Pharmacometrics at the University of Basel in Switzerland, and Professor Wellmann on the right-hand side is the chief neonatologist in one of the largest children's hospitals in Germany. We also have a very strong advisory board. I would like to highlight 2 ladies actually. Professor Julia Vogt, she's the head of computer science at the ETH in Zurich. Think about the ETH in Zurich as the MIT of Europe. And last but not least, on the bottom here, Mrs. Christina Storm. She was just promoted to be the managing director of Philips in Germany. As I mentioned, we are now driving our commercial traction and expanding our market coverage. We have raised so far in the Series A 7.5 million and are now asking for another 2.5 to 7.5 to really top off our Series A funding here, with a drive to commercial in the United States and in Europe, and more importantly, drive our new product development, which will allow to not only identify women at risk of preeclampsia, but also to forecast when preeclampsia will happen, which will really make a major difference for pregnant women. With that, I would like to invite you to invest into a paradigm shift and help us to identify those patients today who will be critical tomorrow. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm very much looking forward to your questions.